what you want? And are you getting what you need?
Welcome back, No Means Nerds, to No Means No Thing, No Means Nothing, the podcast where we attempt to find the very best song from the very best band in the entire fucking world for all time. There's the first fuck of the evening.
There you go. Yeah, you didn't do very well. Yeah.
Fuck one.
As you know, I am your Mr. Fuck, Jordan.
Fuck two.
I'm Matthew. It's episode 21. Finally legal to drink in the United States.
And our third host is
Michelle's here. Yes.
in the top square tonight.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's just for me.
No, I want to be center square like Paul Lind.
Nice.
My favorite.
Oh, Paul Lind.
Oh my God, Paul Lind was
All
awesome.
right. Well, we're gonna start off, everyone, with our favorite game of What Are You Drinking? And unfortunately, as you know, I ran out of a Marniac. So,
What now?
right? No, it was gone. And but also, as two of you know, only two of you that are on my co-host, it was my birthday, and my wife was really nice, and she
Oh my God.
a brand new full bottle of a Marniac.
Hey!
It's Basamarniac de Lord, huh? XO is very good. So
Wrong accent.
Armiac's back, baby.
And
Mm.
happy birthday.
Ba
to you.
Almagnac. That means lower Almagnac. So it's like the really.
Area
Yeah, it's
rug.
the bottom of the barrel, but it's sealed.
Ba
in wax,
also
so
means
that makes
socks.
it fancy.
So it's the socks and Almagnac.
It tastes like socks, but I love it. I love it dearly, and now it's. My
I haven't
shtick,
had
so what are
any
you
more
gonna
from
do?
my bottle. That shit scares me.
Good, it should.
I
That's my
should send
shtick
it to
anyway.
you, but it's already opened. It might
No, that's
leak.
all right. It'll leak all over the fucking place. All right, Michelle, what about you? What's up on
Hey,
your?
you're gonna
what
be
are you
proud of me.
booping your
I was at the store
your
yesterday, and
beak.
I said I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. And I'm having a beer that I first
Okay.
had with a gentleman from Leeds.
Leeds.
Gentleman from
he was
Leeds?
A gentleman from Leeds. He's actually a scientist. He's a virologist.
Oh,
From Leeds? I don't believe it.
It's true.
ouch.
And this was when I was living upstate New York anyways. He told me to try this, and I did. So I have a nice bottle of Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale.
Hey, you're not allowed to have that. Your nuts
Right
aren't
here.
brown.
False advertising.
Uh-huh.
That looks
Well-
delicious.
If I had
Pop-
nuts, they might be brown.
Pop it open.
I don't know if I don't think it's a twist tie. There's a gold
Uh-oh.
foil on the top.
Do you have a popper? A
I do.
snapper? A-
I came.
clipper?
Look, I got a.
Oh, she's ready.
Yeah,
Yep.
church
She's
key.
ready. She's not a fucking.
Yeah, I
amateur.
just
What am
I
talking
just took
about?
it off. But I bought a regular pint glass, not a get. Oh, not a
it's foaming
Guinness
already.
glass. I know.
I have to
pour it.
admit, I missed the little widget sound, but that thing looks delicious. So there we go. That's
There.
pretty good Foley. Pretty good Foley
Holy
work.
crap! There's going to be a little bit more than a pint in here.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. All right, Matthew.
What are you, the Kool-Aid?
That's exactly
Well-
right. Thank you for recognizing.
I have a couple things
course.
that you guys are probably going to get excited
Yay!
about.
Oh boy.
First
It's been a
thing,
while since we've been able to pick.
yeah. Firstly, we got Townsite Brewing, which is in Powell River, British Columbia. I'm sure this is
Oh
probably
boy. Okay. Good.
sold on tap, probably at
Ooh, it's
the
oatmeal
Wildwood Pub. Oatmeal Stout,
You think
Perfect
so?
Storm from Townsite Brewery.
How about
Of
that?
course, he's not going to not have beers from that area in his fucking pub.
Well, we got to go find out. I'm getting pissed.
I know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh,
We're running
speaking
out
of
of sunlight.
Speaking of getting pissed, I should really pay attention when I buy these, but this is all Canadian shit that I got tonight, because this is from
hope so.
Parallel 49, the Tukes of Hazard.
Oh my God!
I love that.
Oh God, the Tukes of Hazard.
And so it's got Bob and Doug McKenzie on a
shit.
snow Zamboni
A Zamboni.
that says 01. It's done out like
is
the
hilarious.
Dukes of Hazard. Yeah. But it's
That
also
is fucking hilarious.
I'm in
9
love
point
with
fucking
that
2
can.
also.
Oh, do
The
it.
Tukes
Do
of
it. Do
Hazard.
it.
And
That's an easy
because
choice.
No, fuck
Well,
that. No,
no,
it's
hang on,
Dover.
hang on.
No, it's Tukes.
So I keep
Oh
going to
my
the
Right,
same
yeah,
liquor
bring it up so
store.
I can shoot it down.
I keep going to the same liquor store over and over again, and they keep having the same beer.
To get
same
your
beers.
discount.
Not that one. I haven't been back to that one. I should probably go back to
Oh,
that
all
one.
right. Yeah.
But my eyes started roving to other parts of the shelves, and I don't know if you guys know what a Caesar is.
That's a
A
salad.
salad with anchovies.
It is indeed a
and
salad, which was invented in Canada.
dressing.
And also,
here we go.
Also, it is.
Fucking take credit
Here
for
we
everything.
go.
Hey,
Oh
Canada,
my
we did
God.
it.
It's also a cocktail.
Fucking Alex Trebek.
And so it's a cocktail. It's one of the very few cocktails that you can make in advance. So I decided to try a pre-canned Caesar, even though I make a fucking wicked Caesar. Yeah.
What is that? Like
We got
clamato?
the Walter Caesar. And
That's like a generic can. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I didn't actually read
Beer.
what goes in it and everything like that because, all right.
Maybe
all right.
you just got salad dressing and you don't know it.
Basically a Caesar.
Salad dressing in a can.
Well, it kind of is, I suppose, but it's like the closest
Yeah,
thing
what
to
if it
tomato
is?
hull that you get. But just in case you guys, I prepared the glass
Oh,
in traditional sense. So it's got the hot sauce, it's got the pepper, it's got the celery stick garnish, and it's got, you can't really see, but lime juice rim and celery salt.
Okay, I'm going to make you a deal.
Yeah.
what the
I think
fuck?
I think we've got to have you do that cocktail, but that other fucking Tukes beer
Yeah.
has
I'll hang on
come
to
back.
it. I'll hang on to it.
That has
You
to come
have
back.
to.
I want that one, but I can't let all of that work you just did go to
Yeah,
waste.
you're
That
a
would
big
be
Well,
tease.
Yeah. Actually,
You're
I
a
kind of
big
don't want to be
tease.
drinking 9.2 alcohol
You're
volume
like Daisy
either.
Duke.
well, that doesn't
with
matter
your
to me.
ass
Like,
cheeks
I don't-
hanging out.
That's your problem. But I also
What is
needed to
this?
hear a can open.
Gonna
so that's
gonna do
Is
this.
that tomato juice with like?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's clamato juice.
see, that's gross.
No, that's clams and tomato.
You know it,
Clams
man.
And tomato.
It's better than apple
That's
trout.
That is no, I don't think
What
so.
kind
I'd
of
rather
fart
have apple trout.
recipe do you got going over here?
I'd rather have a bass base. I'll tell you that.
Look at the look at the celery stick sticking out of there.
Oh Jesus! You got to grind some black pepper on the top of that fucker. Top it
Oh,
off.
it's already in there. It's already in there.
Shit.
Oh, he's got it already. Of course, dialed in.
Oh,
Holy
this
shit!
is
You know
a
what?
freaking riot, man.
Do you know what that is, Matthew?
That's
Do you know
a
what that
perfect
is?
glass.
That is a tall, cold glass
Bloody
of
Mary.
Bitches Brew. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that is.
Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, folks.
He wears it with his white shirt. Don't you stain that shirt now.
No, I gotta be careful.
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta
good
put a
point.
bib on it.
Good point.
Okay, wait. Michelle, over under on half of that shit ending up on a shirt tonight, or at least a bit. I'm saying I'm giving 3-1 odds. Oh, he's looking how dainty he's being. It's not.
Oh,
going
I
on a
know.
shirt.
No, I have
Mr.
to
Sick.
evaluate it because you have to make a Caesar properly. It's actually not bad. But
Well,
I
it's
did
nice
all
for
the
it being
proper
in a-
additions.
It's nice for it being in a white can with a black label that just says "fucking Caesars" on it. Well, it doesn't say "fucking," but it's
Walter
that's
Caesar.
the most boring Walter Caesar, the most boring can I've ever seen in my life.
It's a Bloody Mary
All right,
with
well-
clam juice. Come on now.
Yeah.
Ew,
next
gross.
next time, Tukes. Next time, you're the
Clam
one.
juice. You pick on my nut brown or my brown nuts, and you're drinking clam juice.
Oh no,
All
no,
right.
you're positively
you-
classy as opposed to this fucker.
You don't have brown nuts, and I don't have a clam. So
Well, we are all extra fancy tonight. So everybody, I hope you got something really fucking fancy. Break out those
Jesus
little umbrellas.
Christ.
Break out those little, I don't know, hazelnuts. What are you gonna put in your shit? Just grab it, rip it, sip it,
Hazelnuts.
knock it back, because we've
Wow.
got a show for you tonight, as always. 4 songs enter the ring, 2 exit. Who will it be? I don't know, some songs probably. But here's the first 2. We've got my catchphrase, interesting lineup. We're going to take 2 from the latter half
day.
of the catalog. We've got, it's here, folks. You've been waiting for it the whole fucking time. You know you have, if for no other reason to just think, what the fuck are they going to say about this song? Here it is. Bitches Brew. Off of 1, 2000.
No Means No's
Going up a-
longest song.
No Means No's longest song by a bit. Not a lot, but a bit. And then we've got it coming up against, there he is, hiding in the shadows, peeking out his head. It's Mr. In Between off All Roads Lead to Ausfart, 2006. All right, two real interesting ones, and we're going to dive in first to Bitches Brew first. I thought, listeners, you probably need to be reminded about this one, so we're just going to go ahead and listen to the entirety of that one. So go ahead and just settle back, and we'll see you in, I think, 14 minutes.
bartender dragged me across the floor. Don't worry, man, that guy is long gone. Maybe you shouldn't have called him a fucking moron. You shouldn't start things you can't see through. Wow. That guy sure made a mess of you.
All right, just kidding. I just played a small clip, but
yeah, really, I'm very gullible. I really thought you were going to do it. It's like, really?
No.
Just
All right.
put your feet up, open another Caesar.
Yeah. Okay.
Get
So
some clam juice.
fair warning, everybody. I'm going to be a little behind the scenes here. I'm flying note free tonight. It's been quite a couple weeks. But you know what? I figure once
You're going
I've had
commando.
I'm letting them swing. I'm free balling it. But it's no means no. I mean, none of you guys listening to this have fucking notes when you're geeking out with your friends about these songs, right? So what the fuck do I need notes for? So I'm just going to riff on this. And we're talking about Bitches Brew. So Bitches Brew, I won't say a controversial record, but one of the ones I think that maybe has I don't know, the largest number of detractors, or maybe not detractors, but people who are actively sort of like, not so into it. And maybe this song, well, it's probably because of Beat on the Brat, which we all know why fucking song sucks. But Bitches Brew, holy shit. I mean, what a flex from this band. And I have to say my journey with it has been wild. I remember hearing this was going to be on the album before it came out. And I don't remember how, but I knew it was going to be on there and just going like, what the fuck are they going to do with this? And being really excited for it. Listening to the album, hearing it, being blown away, but also confused and like, fuck, is this, holy shit, what are they doing? What is this? And over the years, certainly I will admit, not a song that I go, hey, fuck, let me go seek that out. I'm going to play that song. Sometimes I'd listen to one all the way through and then before I'd turn it off before Beat on the Brat. And I'd listen to it then. So I've heard it a number of times over the years, but probably one of my least listened to No Means No songs.
Because it's work, man.
It's work and it's long. So when it came up last week and we heard it was there, I'm like, oh fuck, okay, that's good. It's good. I don't dislike this song, but shit, I'm gonna have to listen to it. I'm gonna have to listen to it several times. First time I listened to it, I was like, okay, yeah, here it is. That's pretty good. But whatever, fuck. Do I have to listen to it again? I listened to it again, and then I listened to it again, and then I listened to it again.
You couldn't get it. You couldn't. Get
and I
enough.
went, no, yeah, exactly. I went, fuck. It's fucking is awesome. This song. And what I realized I hadn't done in a really, really long time is go back and actually listen to Bitches Brew, the Miles Davis. We haven't mentioned that yet, right? Probably everybody knows it. You could say a cover, maybe homage. I don't know what the right term is for the Miles Davis song. A lot more of its fucking guts in this song than I remember in the terms of the underlying fundamentals. And I think they've only played this live once from the stories I remember, interviews I remember reading. I think this is fucking great. Again, I joke about banging on Beat on the Brat, whatever. I'm not going to do that anymore, but I think this would have been a better way to end the album, frankly. I think this would have been a fucking great way to end the album. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's perfect for this album. I think it captures the tone. To me, this song is Davis meets Bukowski. Rob's lyrics to me really feel like a fucking Bukowski book or a Bukowski short story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's this weird marginalized barfly sitting in a bar that's in fucking purgatory. Who knows what? I'm not going to dive too deeply into the lyrics because I think you can listen to these lyrics and they tell a story. And I don't need to try to pick apart, for me anyway, I don't need to try to pick apart what that story is, but it's so evocative. And there are some great, great fucking lyrics in this. I love the rain's coming down in sheets, windshields trickling jagged streaks. It's a scripture written on tinted glass, hissing like a snake in the grass. There's just these great fucking Rob lyrics that are really beautiful. And I think one of the most used repeated No Means No refrains that pops up the most in songs, I could be wrong, is the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep refrain that's twisted in all these different songs.
Holy
that comes
shit,
up
did he do that in this?
Oh yeah, at the very end. Yeah. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord. Until I wake with a bellyache, something like that.
Yeah.
But they really like using that one, and it pops up here too. Okay, that's all of that. But the fucking music, Jesus Christ, the way John is just like full like, okay, fuck it. I don't need to be a punk drummer. I get to be a jazz motherfucking drummer of the top tier with Rob, and Rob's bass tone in this is so it's just like I don't know. It's just fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Crystal, fat, beautiful, depthful. John's playing is masterful. John's keyboard playing when it comes in that second half it's fucking amazing. This is a beautiful piece of jazz. I'll be sacrilegious and say I like it more than the Miles Davis version. I think it's fucking, I mean, probably because it's No Means No, whatever, but I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous jazz piece. I think Rob's lyrics fit it really, really well. They really, I mean, I'm not kidding when I say it feels like a Bukowski short story put to music. I think this is a great song.
I totally agree with you. I think you're right.
And my appreciation for it actually skyrocketed when I forced myself to listen down to it like 3 times in a row. I mean, I listened to it more than that this time around, but I did sit and listen to it 3 times straight.
It's heady.
And which was, that was 40 minutes worth of music.
45.
And it is, they take their time. They're not afraid. This is a flex from a band that just doesn't give a fuck and knows that they can pull it off. And you know what? They did. All right, Michelle, what's your take?
Clearly, Rob knew a way cool bass line when he heard it. Right? It's a great ostinato. That's the name for a repeated bass line.
Oh,
that repeats
ostinato.
Itself. Ostinato.
Nice.
You've got to be pretty confident to attempt a freaking Miles Davis jazz odyssey like this. It's virtually all improv in the original with some top-notch players going nuts. I watched a live version of Miles Davis playing this at Tanglewood and Chick Corea's on Fender Rhodes. It's got all these heavy hitters of jazz musicians on there, and it's glorious. Now, look, hey, I don't often go to this song very much, but I kind of didn't realize that Rob was putting lyrics to this. And why would I think? I don't know. It does take some balls to put some lyrics on a Miles Davis song, because Miles
right?
is the fucking king. The No Means No version is menacing, creepy, stalkery. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Stalkery in a good way. I don't know. I don't know what I mean by that, but I think you know what I mean. It's stalkery and cool, and I completely understand why they wanted to cover this. It's got all of the elements of a great story with plenty of spots for disturbing dialogue. It probably felt like an epic challenge and clearly professes their jazz roots and respect. While it's not a No Means No song I'd start the day with, it's a good way to end the night.
Oh, great line. That's fucking so on point.
Yep.
That's so true, too.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. All right, Matthew.
Are you done playing with your...
He's got to have some celery. Oh, the Foley work.
Foley? Did you say Foley?
Do you know?
Yeah, actually,
Foley
celery.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
you twist
I thought
a stalk of celery to get the sound of breaking bones or something. Yeah.
I thought it would be cool to be a Foley artist. I would love
Wouldn't that be
job.
fucking awesome?
Holy
Jesus.
shit, that would be fun.
That'd be a dream job. All right.
All right, Caesar.
He's got to swallow.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
Caesar's Ghost.
So this song, I think it could be definitely indicative of Greg Soden, who was so graciously our guest on our special episode, started his No Means No Odyssey with One. And I don't, no matter how much you love One or how much you love No Means No, I don't think you can be honest and say that to totally uninitiated No Means No listener, listen to One first.
Oh no!
You wouldn't.
No.
Yeah. No,
same way you don't start the day with it. You and you in the evening. It's the same way with where this album falls in your. Anyway.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of. I didn't get through the whole 4 songs because this one's very long. But I like very much now to have my lovely wife Lisa to listen to the songs with me, because she has some very interesting things to say. And the first thing she said after listening very carefully to Bitches Brew, she's like, "Well, that was a hard-boiled detective novel of a song."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. A hard-boiled detective?
Yeah, Raymond Chandler.
Yeah, like
I'm not cool.
a noir special.
Yeah, it is
very
noir.
noir.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I listened to this song again because it's a lot. It's a lot of song, and it is probably a quarter of the length of this whole album just in a single song. So I have probably, just like you, Jordan, haven't listened to it as much just because of the length, and I almost feel like, I agree with you that maybe it would have been a better last song on the album. Maybe wouldn't have disliked Beat on the Brat quite as much if it had capped the album.
Right.
But I think in the context of the album, it doesn't shine the way it should in some way. Like if they had released this and Beat on the Brat as an EP,
Right.
that might have been really cool. But anyway, they didn't, and so
their experimental phase.
Yeah, what an incredibly ballsy thing to do. I mean, they didn't give a shit to piss off the punks. They didn't give the shit to piss off the jazz fans. Not that there would have been a lot of jazz fans listening, probably, but I mean, yeah, that's a very, very fucking high bar. It seems like it's a definitely Rob-led kind of project, but backed up so perfectly by John and Tom. It's a song about a grouchy drunk. It's so definitely picked up on the Bukowski. I don't know. I mean, he's an abusive drunk too. But I don't know for sure. I have to sort of think about it more. The relationship with the woman in it, like, she's getting drunk too. Maybe accepting of the abuse.
It's definitely Bukowski.
I don't know whether it's like, Stockholm syndrome, or, maybe that's their deal. Maybe they're into that. Who knows? But then, it's the structure of the song. There's so many stops and starts and quiet parts, and then, repetitive things. It's just like, the life of an alcoholic. You get drunk, you move through your day, you black out, and then you start again. I love the use of the cymbals. The cymbals really stand out to me, and he's got sort of a, I don't know the name of the cymbal. I think it's like the inverted one, but it's like a sort of like more gong-y one. He uses to incredible effect. Like the cymbals really stand out because there's so much drum in it, and it is a purely jazz. Like there's no not jazz drumming in this, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean the structure. I know what I'll do, and then kind of like, I know what I'll do, and it's quiet.
Creepy.
Yeah, very, very creepy. And then his la la da 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 da. It's like maybe elation in the drunkenness and maybe in the abuse.
Yeah.
And then
doesn't he sound so good though? I mean, come on.
His vocal tone is incredible.
But then
hell.
On the crash, it's like the fist into the face, and he's abusing a woman, and then in the third stanza, he himself is waking up having got the shit kicked out of him in a bar.
Right. Yep.
And so that's the abuse on him. It gets quiet, it trails off, and that's the next chapter. The abuser becomes the abused. He starts a fight. He doesn't finish it well. I don't know. The rolls, the snare work, and the quiet parts, just incredible. I can't even read what I'm writing here. It's like just brimming with tides. The whole song reminds me of the ocean, I guess. And maybe it is the tides, those tides of drunkenness, like the quiet parts
cool.
and the
like
violent parts of like the waves crashing on the shore and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's not a cover. It's certainly like an ode. I think
it's an homage.
An homage. Yeah. Him writing lyrics to something that didn't have lyrics. The keys are certainly the closest and most clear reference to the original. And that actually isn't John. That's Mark Critchley.
Oh,
no kidding.
Oh, nice. Didn't know.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the congas are a fellow named David McNulty.
Excellent.
So there's actually 5 musicians on this.
That's excellent.
Incredible piece.
There's gotta be.
A real fucking jam.
Yeah. It's a jazz odyssey.
But yeah, the now I lay me down to sleep thing. Of course, that comes up in 3 or 4 No Means No songs.
At least I'm going to keep an ear out for it in the future too, from if we haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And then boom, 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 out go the lights.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's drunkenness,
so good.
Violence. And then, I read a little bit about, I didn't go back and listen to the whole song because it's half an hour long of the original.
It's a long one.
But, nobody really knows what he meant by the name Bitches Brew. And one of the theories was that it was, because it came out in 1970, the changing mores of sexual politics and sexual roles, maybe the thing at the end just sort of reminded me, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can't behave like that anymore in the world, because of, you can't treat women like that. You can't behave like that. I don't know. Maybe it is a little bit of a callback. Like, Miles Davis's view was changing. No Means No has always been a very feminist band, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
So, maybe it is a reference to things changing and how, if you are an abuser, you are yourself abused. So I don't know. Very, very complex. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about it. So much. And yeah, I think I will probably continue to listen to this on its own and maybe not in the context of the album as often as I listen to it by itself.
Yeah, it's better. I think you're right. It's better to just kind of seek it out on its own and
let it wash over you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it is it's so purgatorial. It feels so cyclical and purgatorial to me. Like after the song ends, the story's just going to start the next fucking day, probably just right where it started. All right, well, fuck. We're gonna move on to a song that is not too far in time from this one, but musically, tonally, everything it's diametric opposite almost. Mr. In Between from All Roads lead to Ausfart. All roads lead to Rousefart. 2006.
All celery stalks.
All celery stalks at midnight. 2006. And here is a little bit of that Mr. In Between. Bastard. Mr. In Between. This is a machine. I'm gonna that crunching fucking motherfucker.
Where's to get some potato chips? You farmer.
Mr. In Between. Excuse me, Mr. In Between. A machine gun of a song. This is a machine gun of a song. So clearly a John composition on music, as much of Ausfart was. This has really got his DNA all over it. That bass line is just impossibly fast and precise and amazing. Rob plays the shit out of that. The drums behind it are thunderous and equally as machine gun. This is just like fucking a gangland war of instruments just popping off continually, and I'm here for it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Musically, lyrically, I think it's fine. I think it's great. It's not my favorite of John's songs. I do feel like this, and again, I know a lot of people love House Fart. I love House Fart in many ways. To me, it is a song where I can feel that the lyrics and music were written at separate times. They're not written together. And I feel that with this song for sure. This is a song where Rob sat down later and wrote lyrics to the song John wrote. Nothing wrong with that. That's fucking great.
Oh, I hear you.
Just not necessarily always my favorite, but it's fucking good shit. I kind of feel like this song in a way is lyrically slayed with clown shoes. Like it's kind of the same sort of thing.
God,
you're talking about the id, the subconscious, that part of you that steps in between, gets in your way, is always out front.
I wish I had a bike horn.
There you go. The part you hate about yourself, but the part that's always out front, the part that's always taking control, the part that's always speaking through your mouth, even though you don't want it to fucking say the shit you're saying, but you can't help but say it anyway. Right? There's that. I mean, No Means No is rife with songs about that part we can't control that controls us, and that we hate but we need, and that we don't want but is the part that's out front. I mean, it's always there. And that's there's Mr. In Between, man. There he is, celebrating, looking you in the face. He's the head, you're the ass, right? Like there's some great fucking lyrics in this for sure.
Yeah, but he says, pardon me, excuse me.
Sometimes.
Here.
And you just got to ask your girlfriend if it's true, apparently. So I think it's a great song. It's a pop punk fun piece off of House Fart. I love it. I always bop my head when I listen to it. Is it near the top of my pantheon? No. I think we all know by now this is not the flavor of No Means No that's necessarily my favorite, but put it up against any other band, and yeah, I'm gonna fucking say it's a masterpiece, but it's a great fucking song. I love it. Live, it was awesome. It kicked ass to hear this live, seeing Rob play this live, seeing John play this live. Tom does great on it. Everybody does great on this song. So yeah, it's great. I don't have too much more to say about it. It's a great song. Mr. In Between. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, Michelle?
I'm gonna be Ms. In Between. This could be a Hanson Brothers song until Rob belts in. He is really a fantastic singer, isn't he? This really showcases his voice so well. This is a crankin' doozy and catchy as hell. I especially like all the chorus parts and all of the inflections Rob uses.
You know what you need?
I imagine
You
Do I need celery?
Clam juice.
No, I don't need any
fucking
clam
disgusting
juice.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
I want to throw up every time I see you drink it. All
you
right,
gonna
keep going,
kiss
Michelle.
your wife tonight with that mouth?
Don't let him throw you off.
I should probably want a Caesar.
Well, go get her one. I bet you bought 2 Caesars. I imagine the crowd galloping all over the place when this was played live. I bet you they would, because I would have. Rob
We
has
did.
an
You
amazingly...
You saw this played live. They played this when we saw them in New York, for sure.
Oh, well,
I have not met Jordan personally,
No.
but I have seen this song with Michelle, and Michelle has seen the song with Jordan. So we've all seen it together in some way.
No, but when I was in New York seeing this song, I was up in the front of house booth with Blair.
Oh, that's right.
I had a little.
You were
not so
distracted.
little crush. I had a crush on Blair. Holy shit! Oh my god! I had the biggest crush on Blair. One time he let me turn one of the knobs.
Oh,
He let me touch his knob.
I
knob
touched.
twiddler?
No, listen. I forget. I think it was. It was like humans or something. It was. I touched Rob's knob.
Oh,
Not only. Yeah.
Episode
I
title.
touched and I didn't crank it because I didn't want Rob to get pissed or to hear it, but he let me tweak up the bass knob during. I forget what the fuck song.
do you mean
it was,
the
but
bass knob?
I was going to say it's pronounced bass knob.
It was the bass knob. He let me turn it up a little bit. I hovered my hand over it, and he goes, "Sure, go ahead." And I turned it up a little bit. Oh man. Anyways, Rob has an amazingly crunchy fart bass tone that's blended so well with his voice. And I don't care how old people comment on the band being. This guy brings it, and he always has. Tom has some delicious guitar parts that blend so well and never overshadow the rhythm section and vocals. A complete piece. I wrote in quotes, a complete piece that kicks your ass and grooves. Yes, I turned
Nice.
Rob's knob.
Nice.
That's going to be on my epitaph. Or that's
Turn
going to
Rob's
be my
knob.
epitaph.
Rob's
Turn
knob.
Rob's knob.
Nice.
Rob's knob.
All right, Matthew, twiddle some knobs for us.
So while Bitches Brew takes me to, a dark, vomit-stained alley somewhere.
Full of Clamato juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this song takes me
Clamato.
to a No Means No show. I have more
Right.
memories of this than maybe other, like it totally like the mental images, especially the whoo part, was
yeah.
so much fun live. The crowd went crazy for that shit. Yeah, so I can totally see Tom's solo, see this squinty little Tom face, where it's like kind of squinting and like smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a
With his
Hanson
hair.
Z song, but it's not a Hanson song. And I
It's not.
say it's
No,
the same
sure.
as
It's not.
you, Michelle, that it's because it's Rob. It's very much
Exactly.
it's very much a song of, like, in No Means No's mythology.
Yeah.
These figures, Mr. Wrong, Mr. Right, Mr. Happy, Mr. In Between.
Yeah,
and
right.
I think you're right, Jordan. That that Mr. In Between is all the awkward and annoying aspects of oneself. The song is all about how, like, any reality you chose to put forward is wrong. It's just a dream. This is the real you. Ask your girlfriend if it's true.
Right.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah. So, all the members, I think, in this song are while Bitches Brew is definitely like a Rob-led thing, I think this one, even though it was certainly came out of the mind of John, it's very, very equal. I think it's a very
Yeah.
That's a good point.
yeah, which I like. So more the whole band, and yeah, Tom's guitars are incredible. I think this is
he sounds
one of the
great.
ones where he really shines and makes me wish that they had kept going, so that we could have seen where he might have gone as he sort of cut his teeth and became, I don't know, a little more confident to express himself. I don't know how that worked, but anyway, look at this face. I'm you. So great. Just that dissociation of your person, like all the aspects you don't like. It's such a, I don't know, everybody thinks this way sometimes. So pretty great. And also of course there's a quiet bit where there's some distant hollering, and I do love my distant hollering.
They do it so well. They do it so well.
Totally.
Shit.
So yeah,
cool.
short and sweet and awesome.
It is awesome. And you know what? Both of you are right in the sense that this song fucking slays live. Like it is a crowd pleasing, head banging.
The bass line. And he's just like that, the head swinging, his like bullet head. He's like
so
grinning into the
good.
audience.
It's so good.
We should
So
make a Rob
good.
Wright bobblehead.
Oh my
Wouldn't
god,
a
that
Rob
would be
Wright
so
bobblehead
good.
be amazing?
You mean a
Please,
Robblehead?
someone do it. A Robblehead. Robble.
There's
Someone
one for
needs to do
Joey
it.
Shithead. There's a bobblehead for Joey Shithead. There should be a Rob Wright bobblehead.
Oh, there has to be a Rob Wright
Fuck.
bobblehead. Someone make it happen.
Oh,
Make it happen.
please. How do you do it?
Or at least draw it. Maybe Matthew can draw it for us.
Yeah.
All right, so we're 36 minutes into this fucker, and we've
Uh-oh.
covered 2 songs. So let's vote. I'm up at bat first. It's between Bitches Brew and Mr. In Between. It's not a hard one for me, really, but
I have no idea
These-
where this is going.
these
No
are both
idea.
great. These are both great songs. Great songs. I think Mr. In Between shines more as a live song than a song on the album. I think I'm giving it to Bitches Brew because holy fuck the balls on this. And the fact that they did this and they pulled it off, and I loved it more this time than I have ever before. And it's growing on me, and it's depthful, and it's mature, and it's fucking virtuosic. And who the fuck else is going to have the balls to do this and actually manage to pull it off and do it so well? No Means No. That's who. Mr. In Between's great, but it's not as distinct to me. Like it's a song that I don't know. It's great. It's amazing. But Bitches Brew's on a class of its own. I when I'm weighing the two, it's just in its own universe, and nothing could touch it, even if I don't listen to it all the time. It's weird. It's not like when I go seek out, but I'm handing my my chit to Bitches Brew. All right, Michelle.
Hey, man. I'm going to vote with you. I selected Bitches Brew because it has a reverence to the original. And yeah, you could be like real ballsy and say I'm going to cover a Miles Davis song, but I think if Miles Davis had heard this, I think he would have thought it was cool. I
He
really
might
do.
have.
It'd be interesting to know
I
what
can't remember
real jazz
what
fans
year he
think.
died. I don't think. Well, I know a professional jazz musician. I should play this for him.
Mhm.
He's a
You
jazz
should.
pianist, but I should. I'll send it to him. He's Canadian too, so maybe I won't tell him the band's from Canada.
I mean,
but be
I
like,
have
what
a
do you think of this?
I sort of have a story about that, which I didn't really tell because it's
let's
unfortunately
hear it.
unfinished.
What?
But I have a friend who I've known since college. We haven't actually talked in a while, but a friend from college who is a jazz pianist, and all through college, I tried to get him into No Means No, and he just wouldn't fucking really listen. It just wasn't a thing, right? I tried and I tried and I tried, and I actually took him finally to a show in New York because we both moved out to New York together too, and it happened to be one of those shows that was so fucking loud that you can't really hear the band because it's just a wall of sound. And I was so disappointed, like, fuck, he's not really getting to hear them. And then one came out and I was like, oh, you got to listen to Bitches Brew. And he did. And I never got his opinion on it. And that's why it's unfinished. I'm like, I think he probably fucking loved it.
Oh, well, we both got some homework to do.
Exactly.
You
I got
contact
to
your
follow up
jazz
and be like,
pianist
hey,
friend.
dude, tell me what you think of Bitches Brew. Because he loved Davis. He loves Miles.
You know,
So anyway, sorry.
You both said a
That's
phrase,
the
and
rules.
because you both said it, no, I have to say it too. Jazz pianist.
What? Jazz pianist.
Jazz pianist.
Jazz pianist.
Jazz pianist.
Why don't you
Jazz
chomp on
pianist.
your celery stalk, Caesar?
Yeah.
Fucking
I haven't
Floyd.
voted yet.
Yes, let's have you vote.
I'm waiting.
Do you
It doesn't.
need
Your
to-
vote doesn't matter. But go
Do you
ahead.
No.
need to eat something first?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
I am going to vote for Mr. In Between.
Yes. Good.
Because it is a sort of more whole band thing. I think that Bitches Brew is maybe more able to be appreciated, like out of context of the album, maybe on its own. You know, I love swimming. I am from a maritime place. Victoria is surrounded on all sides by water. But you know what? Sometimes you don't want to swim in the fucking ocean because it'll kill you. Most of the time, it'll kill you. You go offshore, it'll kill you. There's a riptide, there's a current, it's cold. Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to swim in the fucking ocean. And that is what Bitches Brew is. It's swimming in the ocean.
Britches Brew? Did you just say Britches Brew?
No, I'm just thinking about your britches.
He did.
Oh,
Don't say- that's
okay.
That's not. This is we've rails.
Don't do
gone
that.
No.
They're quite large.
So this
Clams
is,
and nuts.
This,
oh,
this
my
is
God.
good. I like it when songs that both deserve their kudos don't get unanimously slayed. So I think
Yep.
I that's as it should be. And actually, frankly, I would have been perfectly happy if Mr. In Between went through. It was fucking great. But there we go. Bitches Brew makes it to round 2. I don't know that it'll last past round 2, but I'm at least happy it made it to round 2.
Well, it needs to be recognized for
And
what it is.
I agree.
A reverence.
And listen, folks out there, if you haven't given one a chance in a while, or you're one of those people that hasn't
Give it a
really
2.
loved one, give it a 2. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, stop before being on the brat. That's fine. But listen to this one. Or you know what, better yet, because we're doing this as per Matthew's suggestion, which I think is fucking great. Don't listen to the whole album. Just take this song on its own. Pop it on. Better on headphones, I gotta say. Put on
Have a
headphones.
dinner party. Put some hors d'oeuvres on the table.
End of the day, like Strangey says, just end of the day. Fucking listen to it. It's totally worth it.
Chillax.
It's worth it.
Chillax.
All right, listen, I'm going to let Matthew here give us, I know we keep saying we're going to stop doing this, but you guys aren't sending shit in. And
No, I'm
it's-
done
it's-
being nice about this. I
it's
thought about
making me
this
cry.
today.
It's making
Nicey
me
times
cry.
over. Send in
Yeah.
your fucking shit, or you're not going to be able to listen to this no more.
Well, that's probably
You're
not
done.
true, but
You're
wait,
out.
before we do that, I do want to, there is something I want to say.
Okay, I'm just
I
kidding.
listen to no, it's valid. I listen to a shit ton of podcasts. A lot of you, not a lot, but enough of you are talking with us about it. That's fucking great. I want to talk to all of you who aren't talking to us right now, or like messaging us or being on the Facebook group. I love you too, man. I don't write or review or do shit to almost any of the podcasts I listen to, and I love them. So no shade on you. Like, thank you for fucking listening, even though you're not doing anything. That said, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your stories. We really want this to be a place where we can record for posterity, or as long as I pay the fees to host this shit, stories about No Means No. Matthew, you want to say anything about this before we move into our segment?
What we've done in the past is you can email this stuff to nomeansnothingpodcast@gmail.com. Just to give you a place to start. You don't have to answer these questions, but if you want to just write in, I think that these are a good place to start. What is your No Means No origin story? What does No Means No mean to you? If you have a personal story about No Means No or relating to No Means No, it doesn't have to be at a show. You don't have to have seen them live. Just something that something that happened to you while you were listening to it, or that you put them on at a party or whatever. We'd love to hear those stories.
That's what happened to me.
People really love to hear these stories when we put them in between our
Us
matchups.
included.
Yeah, indeed. So please send in more. No Means Nothing at gmail.com. Oh, sorry. No Means Nothing podcast at gmail.com.
Exactly. There's probably somebody who has a no means nothing at gmail.com and they have all of the files, unfortunately. But who knows?
Oops.
But listen, folks, we just are off the off week. Really wonderful interview with Greg. Greg, thanks again. If you've caught up by now, listening to this, thanks for that great interview. So we're going to give you a little break. Plus, we don't have any new ones. Although we do have some other ones to go back. Some great folks who sent us in multiple files. So we're going to start hitting those up. And thank you all for those ones. And so we're going to start making our way through those excellent files soon. We're going to give you guys a really special treat. Corey O'Brien, that's probably rude. It's probably not
Corey
Irish,
O'Brien
wrote us and sent us some files of some songs. We're going to do a little No Means No radio. Here's a unreleased track that I don't think's on fucking YouTube that I could find. Maybe it's out there, called No Bodies. And you are going to get to hear it. So
wait,
sit
before
back.
you play it, he did ask if it was cool that we play it.
That's true. We're not doing this without some level of at least word of mouth permission. Pardon to Andy and John if that's not true. You can let us know, and I don't know.
Rob won't give a shit.
Fine. Yep, I don't think anyone will give a shit.
Rob.
It's not like this is on an album anywhere. So sit back. We're gonna listen to it while you do. No Bodies. Here it goes.
should just open your eyes. Look at the facts, not the lies. Facts tell you anything, they'll tell you anything. You see yourself, and then it all comes to an end. The sun will dance upon the earth like slack clouds for summer. Washed down with poison rain. One pain to end all pain.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're gonna just give you guys a minute for whatever you just did in your pants.
Right.
Just go clean that up, and come on back.
Yeah.
How many of those fucking gems are out there laying on the floor? Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, first of all, though, Corey, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for sending that our way. That is
course.
a fucking treat. And everybody else out there who just got to hear that, you better be thanking him
Fart.
on your own. God damn. What kind of band has songs that good that they're like, nah, it's not, we got better songs for an album.
Sounds like a 70s cop show.
Yeah, whatever.
B-side.
Jesus Christ.
When he rips it up, Bootsy Collins fucking knows it.
Bootsy Collins.
That's okay.
Matthew, what are you doing?
Doing
Are
nothing.
you wetting your pants?
Yeah.
He's having a second Clamato bitch drink. What the fuck is this? He's doing a second one, isn't he?
No.
Is there more of this juice coming out? Yeah, there is. Yeah,
What's
there
in
is.
the bag? What's in the glass?
It's either that or it's this goddamn.
What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
Oh, God damn it. I am sorry, listeners.
Is that a Canadian
sorry.
vegetable
I'm
you have
sorry.
there?
All right, this is turning into a really, really long day. Oh!
Oh.
Dad joke. All right, guys.
Oh, dad
Work
joke.
hit. He's wearing the dad shirt. Get it? Get
He's
it?
got a dad shirt on.
Get it? We got to
Is
record
there any
this. We gotta-
speckles of what you're drinking on it yet?
We got
We had
a
a
video
bet.
record
Let's
this
see.
shit.
Careful,
Oh, man.
very
Where's the
careful.
stain?
Very careful.
Where's
We are
the
off the
stain?
rails.
Very
We're off
careful.
the rails. All right. Focus. Round 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 songs.
Both?
Both. All right. Settle down.
Sorry, it's catchy.
2 songs. Both of them off Sex Mad.
Which is why I'm wearing my dad shirt. It's the only Sex
Exactly.
Mad based shirt that I have, so I'm wearing that.
We have in this
Do I have
corner.
a Sex Mad shirt?
In this corner.
I think I do.
Long Days
Mm-hmm.
off of Sex Mad 1986 versus the eponymous Sex Mad off the same fucking album. You know what it is. God damn it.
Excuse
These
me.
2 songs have to go against each other. So
Yeah, this is not right.
I get to wait to hear you guys. And first, we're going to listen to Mr. Celery. What you got for us?
No, you got to play the song first.
Yeah, play the
Joey.
song.
Oh,
play
yeah,
the
all right.
song.
Say thank you. We're going to listen to a short bit of a long day.
Celery.
Oh, shit.
I'm bringing carrots next week.
All right. Shush. Here's
Oh,
a clip.
sorry.
See them stretch out behind me. See them crouch right behind me. See them bow
Are you smoking it now?
No, I just took it out of my mouth. I don't want to subject people to chewing sounds.
Yeah, you do.
I'm dying. We need to video this shit.
Oh,
Post
you're
haste.
gonna have the grossest farts tonight.
This is for you, Andy. All right. What do you got, ma'am?
Starts with a single ringing note. Bing. Doesn't stop. Minor little variations on that bass line. It starts a little higher in some places. There's parts where it goes doom 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 doom. Sometimes there's one note, sometimes there's two
Then he
notes.
jumps up an octave.
Yep. Fantastic.
Yep, great. Fucking awesome.
But ultimately, the structure of that bass line never changes, really.
Right.
Through the entire song, the melody is carried by the vocals. The way the drums build and the way that he isolates parts of the kit is probably my favorite part of the song. It starts with just the hi-hat. It takes a really long time before just the bass drum comes in. Dum, 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 dum. And then
Hi-hat. Oh
you
my
know,
god, the hi-hat.
he just sings. Maybe this might be my favorite. Maybe one of my favorite Rob singing songs because so much.
It's a good vote.
So much
It's a
depends
good
on
vote.
the vocals in this one.
It's operatic.
Yeah, look into that hole. Can you see what's in it? It's a song about time. It's maybe related thematically to stock taking and tired of waiting in some ways. Just that. Is the whole time? Is the whole death? Are they the same thing? Talk about the music a little bit, but just the part where he goes, the days crouch, the days stretch before me, the days stretch behind me, but he's never actually in them. If you notice that, he's.
I didn't.
He's sort of separate from time, separate from being able to have any control, any agency. The days just, they're in front of him, they're behind him, but then they crouch beside him. Who else crouches in a No Means No song?
I don't know. Is this a quiz? Wait, is there an answer?
He's not wearing clown shoes this time, is he?
No,
he's not wearing clown shoes this time.
No, it's Slade, and he crouches before a terrible machine. So,
right.
Are the long
Slade
days?
There.
Is Slade time?
Oh, Slade.
Always there.
It's alter ego.
So such an incredible song. Then so much work just on the snare. Just playing the snare drum with there's bass drum in the behind, but then this quiet part in the middle where it just rolls. And then the longest roll in the middle where he's just doing a buzz roll for the longest time. And then one snare hit. It's like fucking sliding down a hill and going off a jump. And who knows where you're going to fucking land.
Oh, that's great.
How about that?
Oh, that's great.
So, one of my favorites from this album. I am actually having trouble not thinking that Sex Mad is maybe my favorite these days.
As an album?
Yeah.
Huh. Nice.
Because you're 0 + 2 = 1 guy, aren't you?
Often, yes.
Yeah.
It's weird how this whole fucking podcast is changing so many of my perspectives about their music.
Yep.
For fucking sure.
In terms of songs where I'm just kind of lost in the songs and just like, not really thinking consciously about them. Like, there's so many on Sex Mad that are just that way. So fantastic. And what else I was going to say? Oh yeah. I have a new job, a relatively new job, and on Fridays we all drink out back.
Holy shit! What, can I get an application to this place?
It's
please?
pretty good. It's pretty fun. Like everybody, there's like a beer
That's
fund, and we all
awesome.
just like drink out front, and it's good people.
Oh,
And
my God.
last Friday happened to be the big boss's birthday, and so there was a karaoke machine, but it was Bluetooth. And somebody said, "Hey, Matthew, I know you have lots of music on your phone, so could you just play some stuff?" And
Oh my
You know,
God.
Don't
I'm
mind
not
if I
a,
do.
Not a bad
Don't mind if I do.
party DJ, sort of like more dancey, disco-y stuff, but I slipped in Long Days just to see what people would do. And
Did the party come to a grinding halt?
it didn't. And people were actually shaking their ass a little.
Hey.
So, and you know, I think I sandwiched it between like Reggie Watts and D-Light or something like that. But
Hell yeah. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
shake
yeah.
your ass to this song. Are you
Oh,
fucking
totally.
kidding me?
Anyway, yeah. Long Days. Great song.
Hell yeah,
You
Michelle.
play
What you,
DJ. No
what
means
you
no
got?
DJ.
what you got?
All right. I should have spent a little more time figuring this out, but I think Rob is playing a natural minor scale, or it could be an Aeolian mode riff.
Aeolian?
Yes.
Does that involve
Start on
garlic?
it. No, it doesn't. I don't even know what your joke meant.
Is it
'Cause
an
I'm kind of a-
Aeolian? Oh, nipple talk. Sorry.
Oh my God.
All the parts.
Is everybody horny here tonight?
We're sex
Areola?
mad.
Did you say
Sex
that?
mad.
Oh,
Small
okay.
parts isolated and destroyed.
Small clam juice. Okay. Now, this may be an Aeolian mode. To me, there's always something so hypnotic when Rob plays the same bass line,
a
and
good
I
word.
never get tired of it. For it seems like the foundation of something that can grow stronger and stronger with its incessant vibe. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Right? This is an epic, bellowing, soulful song that slowly churns up intensity via John. His hi-hat artistry is mind-blowing in this, and John is the one turning up the heat. This piece is so heady, strong, and relentless, a perfect blend of their outrageous talent of weaving a feeling into what they're playing. The vocals put stress points on some of the half notes waiting to resolve. Do you know what long days? He
Right.
just he holds it out long enough, and you kind of
Oh,
want it to
shit.
sink down, but he just leaves you feeling anxious. It's creepy and it's cool. It's an artful mix of music, lyrics, and mood.
Yeah.
Ah,
You remember
fucking
when
great.
My notes.
God,
something
so
dark
knows.
against something light, where I was relating it to the Sufi dhikr, like
Yeah.
repetitive round kind of thing, musical chant that helps you get closer to
Mhm.
God. I think that's what has in
Yeah.
common for these songs. So, sorry.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Now wait. Leave me some fucking meat, man.
Yeah,
Leave me
yeah,
some
yeah.
meat.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Go.
God,
Can I
you
say
guys.
something though before you
I
eat
don't.
the meat?
I don't eat meat because I got clam.
Yeah, you
Oh
clam.
God.
What?
Clam.
What, Michelle?
I got something to say. I think, to me, I think it's harder to play the same thing over and over again with the same gusto and heart and just soul. Can you imagine playing the same thing over and over again and making
100%.
it sound interesting? You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You don't need to
100%.
go like Victor Wooten bullshit.
No. Listen.
Although
This
it's not
is
bullshit. He's just laying it the fuck down, saying, "Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
This-
Do you
this-
hear what I'm saying to your shit?"
this song is all about that for me, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I got to see this live once, and that was when I mentioned it last episode, I think, where we talked about Who Fucked Who, and they played
Oh,
Long
that's
Days, and then they played Who Fucked Who, right?
Oh
so
my
I got
God.
to see Long Days, and this is
Rob.
absolutely one of my favorite songs on this album. And the fact that this goes right into Metronome, which very similarly has a repeated bass line, is one of the 1-2 punches on this album that I think is fucking unparalleled. It is gorgeous. Fucking gets in my subconscious, just sits there. This is the first bass line I tried to learn to play, and I got pretty good at it. I can't play it anymore, but I was always like, I'm gonna master this fucker. It's hard as shit to play this bass. I'm sure there are bassists who are playing it were like, it's not that fucking hard. But
Bassers?
for me, it was I'm sorry, bassers.
No,
Bastards?
players.
Bastards.
Bastards.
It's really fucking hard to play, but oh my God, I mean, you guys have really said a lot of it. This is, you really nailed a lot of this. I think meaning wise, Matthew, I think you're right on point in this idea that this is that experience of how we feel about time when we're not in it, when we're taken by the past, we're taken by the future, and we're taken by our anxiousness of the past, future, and even what's right next to us, but we're never in the moment. As you said, there's never a time when he's in the moment, when whoever's singing is in the moment. They're haunted by the past, by the future, by the way that these days just fucking stretch out. They're long, but they're wasted. But he starts off actually saying, I grew them long and I grew them short, right? Like it's not
Grew 'em.
I love that. I love the
Yeah.
fact that it's growing a
grows
day, right?
days.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
The way that musically, the way that the bass line repeats over and over with those subtle variations. But as you said,
yes.
Michelle, it's the way John
Oh my God.
plays
There he
underneath
is.
it
Mm-hmm.
that gives it all this texture. Outside of Rob's vocals,
yes.
it's fucking incredible. It's just he changes the way I hear the bass line by the texture of how he's playing underneath it. Where his accents are and what his subtleties of how he's changing it. Change the way that those fucking days play for me every time. And there's something so meditative and fucking that just takes me in. This is a song where I don't bounce around. This is a song where I sit still and let it. I just sit and let it. I go into myself, and it just brings me closer to my center when I hear this. It is a bit like a dikir. It's a bit of something that calls me back to myself in the way that the song is talking about somebody who is not called back to themselves. It's so strange that way, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous paean to non-presence, right? It's not a song about like, oh, this song is so great because it makes me think about being present. It makes me think about being present because it's an ode to the worst of not being present, right? That's what I love about them by really spelling out the difficulties and the dangers and the darkness that's right in front of us at every moment. It calls me back to its reverse. It calls me back to the other side of that coin because it so beautifully shows me both. And again, this is definitely a song where the fucking lyrics and the fucking music are just perfectly aligned.
Yep.
Totally.
They cannot be separated. Everything about this cannot be separated. It's just perfectly placed. And I think this song is a masterpiece. And this is one of the songs. Nobody else does this. There are no other bands that have a song like Long Days. As far as I know, maybe there are. I don't have it. Every time I say that, I'm like, I have a musical knowledge about that fucking wise. That doesn't mean anything. But this is not a common thing. A song like this is not common amongst other musicians.
No.
And certainly not as well done as this is. So fucking great.
What is that called? I'm having a brain fart. What's that called when you and another person, you don't have to say anything and you know what each other's thinking about? What's
telepathy?
That called? Yeah. John and Rob have this fucking telepathy going on. That's like
absolutely
that ain't normal.
Andy often talks about how much he loved them as a two-piece, and I think this is one of those songs where you get the sense like that's why when there's just two of them and they're just playing the two of them. There's something fucking you feel that brotherhood, just like there's a language they're speaking that you just can't fake. You can't create. You can't practice. It's just there. And this is one of their songs, I think, to me, that highlights that way up on a pedestal.
I love the paradox too that talking about how they're not super engaged in time, and the repetitive bass line could be sort of seen as repetitive days and days, but it's the tiny variations that make it interesting.
The variations, if you're not listening carefully, you won't catch those, but they're there.
You can just
even if you're not listening carefully and you're just letting it wash over you, know something's like, hey, what the fuck, I kind of feel different now, like the fuck just happened to me. Yes,
it reminds me of a conversation. I didn't write this in my notes, but it as a speech pathologist, you sort of encounter people with difficulties, and being a person who suffers from anxiety and depression sometimes myself, the sort of old saw is that anxiety is constantly thinking about the future, and depression's constantly thinking about the past. And I was hanging out with a colleague who had recently been diagnosed with ADHD, and I said that to him, and he's like, "Yeah, and ADHD is like being stuck vibrating in the present."
Oh, fuck! Wow, the trifecta.
Hey, you know what? You probably just helped a lot of people, and I'm one of them. By what you just said.
Yeah.
Because I got the funk. I got the funkitis. That's what I call it.
I think that's what this song's about, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least partly.
Yeah.
Fucking resonates there.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Oh shit. Well, let's move on
Jeez.
to again. We've got, I think, like both of these songs, we've got two very tonally different
That
songs.
was another doctor's
up against
appointment,
each
and you
other.
know it. That was another doctor's appointment.
It was
Yeah,
Dr.
little
Matthew.
shrink.
So we're going to hear what Matthew has to say about the Nick song in just a second. But first, let's get a little mad, a little sex mad. So put your hand down your pants, everybody, and let's listen to a clip.
Have some
About this
clam
one.
juice.
Munch on that celery, crunch on the stick, slurp it down. I don't want to hurt, I don't want to hate. But
You know, when
here
you
we
eat
go.
a clam, you eat all its organs.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. All right, we've just heard that and heard Matthew slurp a clam. So Matthew, why don't you tell us about the eponymous Sex Mad?
I love the fact this is the first song on the album. It starts like a sputtering engine and just doesn't fucking let go. It's like it's like a machine. The bass is like a labored heartbeat, like somebody whose adrenaline is kicking in. Looking around them, it's like doesn't stop. Losing oneself in sex. I do like that Andy's vocals. I know it's not for me to take. I don't want to hurt and hate. I simply have to copulate. It's just a force that we all experience at a certain point. Great line.
Does he actually say that? I don't even know any of the lyrics of the
Yes,
song.
he does.
I know none of them. Does he say that?
Yes.
Oh shit! Copulate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love in the bridge how the bass is hollow, like an old engine or something like that, and then like the guitar is like a honking horn. It's like this careening old car, just like plowing through the city, like looking to plow through other stuff. It's words are like a mantra. I love as the song goes on. The enunciation actually gets a little less careful. Just like, a horny person, just might start losing control a little bit, losing control of one's faculties. He pronounces a lot less carefully as the song goes on, which is pretty cool. And then there's like that dreamy break.
That's interesting.
Boom, it's like, obviously that's the orgasm.
The post-coital glow.
A little bit of quiet, a little bit of grunting, and then right back in it.
All right.
Boom. It's like, the juices have started to flow again.
Got a boner
again. Yep.
Impossible. You're all asleep, and you know it.
Sex. And then the most roaring guitars. Whoa. Such an incredible song. These two songs, it's really quite a dichotomy. On the same album, on different sides of the album, but definitely poles of how No Means No made me feel, especially as a teenager when I first got to know them and first would have been listening to this album, like the meditative side and then the like fucked off like crazy side. Just which one?
And you lived in the same town as them?
I did.
God damn it.
Fucking hell.
God damn it.
What is that like?
We've heard what it's like.
Yeah.
All right.
That's about. I don't want to use up
I'm
all
sorry.
the things. Sex Mad, wonderful
All right.
song.
Michelle, what you got? Get a little mad about it.
Well, there's a celery time.
It's soothing. Sorry.
Maybe it's me, but I think this has John's name all over it, composition
Oh,
wise.
yeah. I agree.
You think so? I don't
agree.
know. And you know what? I didn't write this down, but I'm going to say it. I kind of didn't know who sang this. I couldn't tell if it was John or Andy.
I think it's Andy.
I think it is. In fact, I'm almost positive it is, but it's Andy. Yes, I thought it sounded like John sometimes. So they start right into yet another churning cesspool of cool. This song has always been rather mysterious to me and so fucking intriguing. The guitar work is out of this world, and this is another song where the perfect recipe of this band shines. The lyrics, which I barely know shit about, so perfectly fit the anxiety-ridden contraption racing around the place, and another example of one of their songs grabbing you by the lapels and forcing you to pay attention. I'd like to stress how perfectly this leads into Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And mention what a pants pooper this melt bomb is. This is art, this is punk, this is monu, and then I wrote mental in all caps. Monumental. Right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
Monumental.
Nice. I agree with.
Wait, I gotta say so. Well,
Oh
hang
yeah,
on,
go for it.
because I gotta look. When I was doing my research, I should have had this queued up, but okay, here it is on Wikipedia. This, I don't know who wrote this, but it's hilarious. I love it. In the Wikipedia read-up of this album, it says it's an iconoclastic dark record, even by punk standards. And the album has been likened to quote, a psychiatrist's notebook detailing the growing hostility lying just below the shiny surface of mid-'80s North American society.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Shit.
Fair enough.
I thought that was awesome.
This song's got a lot of that repressed fucking sexual energy. Well, it's not really repressed. This is let loose, right? I do love, though, how in this song there are those kind of nice and carefully placed little verses about, oh, I don't hurt, I don't hate. And I know it's not for me to take. Like, this is not a rapey song. This is not a song about a fucking person totally out of control. This is just a song about those uncontrollable or not uncontrollable.
Looking around, more sees him where he wants.
Extremely fucking powerful sexual urges. This is one of the things that's at the basis of being a human being,
Uncontrollable
right?
urge. It's the Devo's uncontrollable urge.
And yet they in the song they pat themselves on the back for how controlled they are when you consider how crazy the fucking urges are.
Gonna tell you
and
all
probably
about it.
At one point in our lives, we've
Gonna
all
scream and shout it.
We've all had this fucking period, right? Where we're just gonna fucking get in there. And I think this song
all right,
perfectly captures that feeling. And this is definitely a song, as many of the songs are on Sex Mad, where the music and the lyrics just go fucking right together.
Yes,
Everyone
they
is
do.
right in sync. It really makes me feel what they're talking about. It really, every fucking lyric that he's screaming, singing, the way it gets quiet, the way it gets loud, the way it's frenetic. Matthew, you fucking nailed it when you talked about it. A fucking kind of asynchronous heartbeat it's kind of out of control, beating against someone's chest. This song makes me feel all sorts of fucking things. It's a frenetic, crazy masterpiece.
Frenetic.
But very controlled in the no means no sort of way, right? This is not the sort of punk I didn't hear this until after I first heard Wrong, then I heard Small Parts, then I heard this, then the rest. I think then 0+2 I think came out. Because I was actually around for 0+2's release and picked it up new. And so I had heard the others before this, and it's a much different album than those other two. And for this album to start this way and then to go into Dad was just like,
yeah, jeez,
what is this? So
genius
good, though.
Is what it is.
It is genius. This song is fucking great. And frankly, you guys said most of what I'd want to say about it. I love this song. I think it's great, and I don't want to vote for either of these out. But
can you imagine starting this record? You drop the needle and you just immediately shit your pants.
No, I'd shit my
pants.
pants.
That's what happened.
That's right. There's probably a lot of new underwear bought that day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we got to vote. So Matthew, you're our first
I don't like
victim.
this one. I don't like this one.
at all.
I resent this.
Really, really hard. As I said, it's very much the opposites of the way No Means No makes me feel and has made me feel. But I think maybe it's just because I'm in my late 40s that Long Days has to endure a little longer than Sex Mad for me, just barely. It's the hypnotic aspect, the controlled aspect. Maybe I don't feel that unbridled stuff as much as I used to.
Well, they got Viagra for that, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But maybe even Viagra, I mean, does it? I mean, it gives you a boner, but does it actually give you the sex mad? I don't know.
Doesn't make you sex mad.
Never tried
Doesn't
it.
make you sex mad.
Okay.
Oh God.
Anyway, yeah, Long Days for me, but not easily.
Michelle?
I'm totally voting sex mad. I'm going to be the opposite of Matthew, where I have to have the instant gratification, I guess. Sex mad for the Strangey.
Nice. What? No. What? And then why? What's your feeling behind that? I'm interested to know. Like, what's your between the two?
We know you love both of them.
Hey, look. I don't like this. Like this makes me upset that I
know. So what sets you like? What
two.
tips the scales for you? What tips the scales?
Because I like these frenetic. Is that the right word? I like these songs that kick my ass. And are just like starting and stopping and then bam, like the Minutemen. They come in there, they kick your ass, slap you in the face, and they go out of the room, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened to me?"
Yeah, this one slaps you in the face, all right.
That's my Viagra right there.
Nice.
Bam.
All right. Well, I love this when we are a split decision, and I
got no idea. No idea where it's going to go.
Come down.
Right. I don't either. I
When I
can't
get to
see
come
it in
down.
the face.
These are both songs. It's not
More clam.
Let me back off. Let me back off.
More clam.
These are both great songs. I'm not going to say this is hard for me because one of these has always been a favorite, way more of a favorite to me than the other.
No shit. I can't tell by what you said though. So that's cool.
By a country mile. I do like both of these songs. I do love both these songs a lot, but one of them is in another universe, and that's Long Days.
Oh,
Long Days will live with me forever. I don't go. I love Sex Mad, but I don't seek it out. Long Days, I'll fucking listen to that 6 times in a row, and hit reverse. There's something about it, and I think it's more unique to No Means No than Sex Mad. Even though Sex Mad is a fucking genius song, it is genius, and it does not deserve to be out of this competition right now.
No,
I'm proud of my vote.
You should be
proud of your vote too.
Sex Mad is one of those ones that we definitely have to peg as whatever method we use, as maybe it comes back in as a wild card because it's a great.
Wait, are you
fucking
saying
song.
this? Or what's happening in the second round here? Because
Don't ask me. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. But there's definitely there's definitely going to be a way that songs.
I don't need
voted,
this in my life.
There's a way that song. I probably will leave it up to the people.
Yeah.
That they'll get to vote for a certain number of songs that will come back in that got voted off into round 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair for us to get to bring back in.
Right.
We've had our say.
I think you're right. Nope.
But we haven't gotten there yet. So but you know
want to know where it's going.
But you know
certain
what,
ones by popular choice will come in and then they'll be paired against something else.
People's choice.
We'll only do that. Choice. We'll only do that if you're good and send us in your stories.
Yeah, fuckers.
If you've earned it, you'll get to do that.
Florida Andy.
Holy shit, you guys. So, okay, Bitches Brew, which, what the fuck? And I guess I voted for it, so what the fuck? And then Long Days. What a coup. What a weird evening it's been. But we're not through with you yet. You get a treat, of course, as always. I'm unwrapping the Werther's Original Mint. That's not a mint. They're a toffee. And I'm handing it to, who gets to read it this time? It's Matthew.
It's Matthew. Do I have to do my ditty?
Oh.
It's Andy's Correction Corner. I also want a celery crunch, but it's too late. All right.
Play it in the key of G.
No, because we can't have you chewing while you're reading. Oh, God damn it.
I'm going to bring some gum next week.
Okay. Andy's Correction Corner. All right. Victim's choice. I'm not going to do the celery thing again, though. A John instrumental written in regards to the title, at the very least, with a wink to our buddy's victim's family. Woohoo! A real showcase for all of John's musical talents, apart from his singing. Incredible. Super proggy punk, or is that punky prog? Lots of mathy goodness to get our teeth into.
Matthew.
Rob plays guitar on the little deedly deedly deedly. He wrote that. Lead break and all that quick finger work was and still is beyond my capabilities. As evidence on the 0 + 2 = 1.5 release, it was a strong candidate for the medley of songs on side 2 of the final album release. Sadly, it didn't make the cut. Stop It. One of the first songs that I wrote for No Means No. The music was meant to be unrelenting and brutal, complementing the lyrics. The subject of the words is refusal, the power of no, as it were. Not in any kind of philosophical sense, but in the literal sense. No compromise, no discussion.
No shit.
Every day I start to ooze. Cat, sex, and Nazis' cousin. As I remember, the music and lyrics are Robbie's, but John added the cheesy 80s synth sounds during the blue, black and blue, and red are the colors of every day section. Rob wrote and played the guitar solo, too. Some shocking digital distortion on the vocals as a bonus for all you picky audiophiles. Nerds. That's me. If I could go back in time and wave a magic wand, I think I'd take this off of 0 + 2 and make a 12-inch with Every Day I Start to Ooze and Cat, Sex, and Nazis. Then I Need You or Lost could go on 0 + 2.
I mean, I get that, but no
Jordan,
way.
Jordan, let him do what he wants to do.
No.
All right.
It's too late. It's too late.
Lost.
Actually,
I could see Lost on 0 + 2 = 1 for sure.
Maybe, but I can't say this. I can't see this song off.
Not in place of.
Listen. I know that at some point, I'm hoping. I think we'll probably be able to talk to Andy. I'm hoping we will, right? And if we do, then I think this topic, which he's brought up several times in these Andy's corrections, is one I really want to talk to him about the making of 0 + 2 and the sort of discussion about the sequencing, because it's fascinating to me. It's a historical document to me now. I can't imagine it any other way. But holy fuck, what we could have been so different, and I'm sure equally amazing. As always, Andy, thank you. Fucking great comment.
Yes,
I think
my
that
God,
was
Andy, thank you. Jeez.
43 fucks. So there you go, everybody.
Have you been counting your fucks?
No, but I'm just making up.
I don't want to count your fucks. I don't even hear them. It's just
someday this podcast will get big
fandom.
enough that there'll be a whole separate fan cast just about the number of fucks in the podcast.
Wow, you gotta say fuck.
The Jordan's Fucks Cast.
The Jordan Fuck Cast. Well, Jesus Christ, everybody, you made it through another hour and probably about an hour and a half. Even we'll see when it comes down to it. Episode. I don't know why you keep coming back, but we're sure as fuck glad that you, sure as frick glad that you do.
Clam juice
forever, baby. And we'll be back because we can't stop. Let me tell you this: we're just now about halfway through the first season, meaning we're about halfway through all of the catalog. So we've got a lot more to go. And if you haven't heard your favorite songs yet, they're coming up, and hopefully we don't kick them right in the fucking nuts. And who we kidding? We've loved almost every song except Beat on the Brat. That's me. So what are you going to do? Even these two fuckers put Baldwin through. So yours is going to make it, right?
Yeah.
It might not.
It's historical. That's why.
It is. But we love you. We love these songs. We thank you for being here. And you guys got anything to say before we lead out? All right.
No.
Then I just want to ask everyone if they could help to give me the push over the side.
Terrible machine.
All right, we're going to run that terrible machine. We're going
I need my paper.
Run the Slaterizer.
I need my paper here with my pen.
Hey guys, you thought we were done? We're not done. You get to listen to our reaction, our takes.
This is like after the credits in the movie, and you stay there.
Secret sauce. Nobody gets to know what this is yet, but
You find out
Whoa.
when we find out.
Here you go. I'm going to paste it in the chat. Here
I'm
it
gonna hate
comes. Are you ready?
Where's the chat?
Missing an E. Got it?
Yep.
You got that,
Yes.
Michelle? All right, that was round
Mhm.
one. Round one. Round two. All right. I don't know if this one's going to be as dramatic as some of them might be, but that's not why you're here for drama.
Oh,
Oh.
I know my vote. I know my vote right now.
Oh. Well, listen
I
carefully.
have learned not to like take my first knee jerk as
Yep.
Nope,
as
I'm
given.
going with my gut instinct, baby.
See?
Yeah.
See?
That's what it's all about.
Well, listeners, you just have to
I'm a
wait to see what the
doctor.
fuck we're talking about. We'll see you next week.
I'm a doctor.